Hi, my name is Roddy. I'm with League of Women Voters, and we have been registering students for the last 5 years in high school, and we're so excited to be back. The turnout among young people was absolutely amazing in 2020.
Hi, I'm Reilly. I'm also with the League of Women Voters, and I'm also a recent graduate of Dexter High School, and I'm now a student at the University of Michigan. And I've been helping with voter registration and education efforts at both campuses, and I'm so excited to get to speak with you guys via video today. So, today we're going to walk you through the process of registering to vote. Before we begin, let's talk about why you might want to register to vote. Well, you want to vote on the issues that you care about. Here are some of the issues that our age group cared about in the 2020 election. Remember that whatever issue you're passionate about, your vote is your voice on that issue. In 2020, over 80% of 18 to 21-year-olds registered in Washtenaw County voted. This is more than any other age group, which is really amazing. In this graph, you can see voter turnout in Washtenaw County from 2014 to 2020 for our age group. As you can see, turnout is on the rise, and it's also really important to notice in this graph that our votes in Washtenaw County alone are massively important to deciding elections like the 2016 presidential election.
So today we're going to help you register. You must be both a U.S. citizen and at least 17 and a half years old. You can register two ways: online if you have both these sets of IDs, the last four numbers of your social security number and a driver's license state ID, or you can use a paper application. To register online, just gather together those two sets of IDs, go to the Michigan Voter Information Center, the link is here, plus that link and all the other links are provided with the voting guide that come with this video. And then you fill it out carefully. This will take you to the first page, and then you can click the link at the top of the page, or you can use the QR code to register online. This is the first page you'll see, and you need to answer no that you have not updated your driver's license in the past 10 days. This will be the next page where you fill out your qualifications, and you need to be able to answer yes to each one of these questions in order to continue. Here you enter personal information, and this is the information that should be exactly as it is on your driver's license. This means, for example, if you have a middle name in your driver's license, you must also put this on your personal information. Now you're registering to vote. So you put in your home address. We think it's also a good idea. There's a place here to give your contact information, either your phone or your email. That way the clerks can get a hold of you if there's any problems either with the application or with anything that happens with your ballot. We also strongly recommend that you fill out the box at the bottom. This way you'll get an absentee ballot sent to you every single election. And it doesn't mean you have to vote absentee. They'll send you just the application and you'll have it available. And you can still vote at the polls.
If you run into any hiccups when you're trying to register online, or you don't have the two forms of ID that are required for that form, you can register by mail. To register by mail, go to the Michigan Voter Information Center homepage and either click on the third link, get a printable application, or scan this QR code. Once you click on that link, you'll be redirected to this page where you have to scroll down a little bit, and under voter registration, click on voter registration application for Michigan PDF. Once you get to the application, it'll look like this. First and foremost, make sure that you're using a blue or black pen when you're filling this form out. Then at the very top, you want to check yes to affirm that you're a US citizen and that you're at least 17 and a half years old. Then for your identification, here you put either your ID number or the last four digits of your social security number. If you don't have access to either of these forms of ID, you can also use a copy of an official document like a bill or a student ID that has both your name and your address to verify that you are a resident of the place you are trying to register. Then you need to fill in your name, your birthday, and your address completely. Again, we recommend that you put your contact information and also check the box to get an application for an absentee ballot sent to your address for every election. Finally, make sure you've signed and dated the application before you turn it in to your local clerk. A couple things to note. First, once you register, you're always registered. Second, if your address changed and you enter a new address on the registration application, you're going to get a sticker in the mail to change that address on your state ID. The sticker will simply go on your driver's license. And then finally, make sure you're using a black or blue pen when you're filling out paper applications.
How to vote. There's 3 ways to vote. You can either vote at the polls on election day, or you can vote in person before the election day at your clerk's office, or you can vote by absentee by mail.
You might be thinking, but wait, I'm going away to college. Isn't all this going to change? And in fact, it might not. You may choose to re-register at your college address, or you may choose to stay registered at your home address and vote with an absentee ballot, depending on where you would like your vote to count. Whatever you choose to do, make sure that you're making the preparations early. So if you choose to re-register, make sure you're doing that as soon as that option's available to you. If you're choosing to vote absentee at your home address, make sure you're filling out that absentee ballot application as soon as you get it. Also, TurboVote is an excellent resource that will give you text or email reminders about when to vote, where to vote, how to request an absentee ballot, or generally all the information you might need to vote. It's a very popular resource. It's used both at the WCC campus and the U of M campus.
The vote411.org is the League of Women Voters website. And what we offer that most people come to us for is candidate information. And we actually publish what the candidates say, where they stand on each issue. So you get to read about it and see about it without it being spun in any way. If you have any questions, you can go to the Washtenaw County Clerk's office. You can call them, and that way you can speak to someone if that's the way you want to find your information. You can also email elections@washtenaw.org. And then the other way is to go to the Michigan Voter Information Center online, and they have almost all the answers to the questions. And the League of Women Voters voting guide that we're providing with this also has all the links and all the information that you need.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. I believe, and I hope that you will believe as well, that voting in every election is critical to making sure that your voice is heard. And I hope that we can continue the high voter turnout for our age group by registering to vote and then making sure we're exercising that right at every opportunity.
Thank you so much for your attention. And we just want everyone to vote every time. So we hope if you can register that you do and that you will vote. Thank you.